Good morning everyone. Today is going to be a very exciting day. We are actually heading to Khao Sok National Park. We stayed in Khao Sok and we actually have a hotel there for 3 nights, but we're doing a 2-day, 1-night tour in the national park. So we get to stay on a floating bungalow and do crazy hikes through the jungle. We're currently waiting at the pier, but we're just sorting out some sun cream and stuff first. We've had our ticket stamped. Now we're going down to the boats.
How exciting.
I can't wait. This is the accommodation, floating bungalows. I honestly couldn't film most of the way here because I was getting soaked, so I didn't want to damage the camera. But Harvey's going to show you around.
It's specifically built for tall people. I don't know how well you can see.
Ow.
It's just 4 beds.
Yeah.
On a floating hut.
And mosquito nets.
And a mosquito net, which is good. And we
Yeah.
have a little window down there. Let some light in. Let the light in! It's beautiful.
Look at this. And we can swim, we can kayak, and oh, it's just beautiful. Surrounded by nature and no service. Fandabidozi. Believe this is where we're having our lunch.
Come on.
Ooh.
Yeah, not
Absolutely in love with this place. I believe the plan is we've just been chilling out for like an hour, swimming, kayaking. It's just amazing around here, and especially when you get away from the houses, it's just like silent with just sounds of wildlife. The next thing we're up to is a hike through the jungle. Hopefully we get to see a couple of animals, but oh, I love this place. Just looking out the window of our nice accommodation here, and there's actually the perfect view of some little tiny monkeys. Take a look at this.
That jungle like trek thing was so cool. Literally rainforest. My flip-flop did break though, so I was walking barefoot, but it was good. And now we're heading on a jungle safari on the long-tail boat. So we're looking for like animals. Apparently there's elephants and all sorts. So let's go.
We are finally back in our hotel room, normal hotel room, not floating on water. It was a chaotic day. We didn't actually film much because of this. Let me explain why. So we went out on an early morning safari tour, as we were planning to do, 7 o'clock, and it was really cool. You could hear so many animals. We saw a bunch of monkeys, but nothing else. And then we got to this one bit where these trees were sticking out of the water, sailing along, and then we hit something, and the people at the front of the boat started going, "Water, water," and they were grabbing life jackets and whatever. So we actually had to pull up on land because a log had gone through the boat and teared it apart, shooting water everywhere. That was the first thing. And then they did what they could, patched it up, and then turned the engine on. Engine didn't start either. So someone ended up coming. We jumped started the boat. Well, I didn't, but the drivers did. And we were off again. put his foot down a bit, went a bit quicker, and the water shot up through the boat. It launched loads of planks everywhere, so we had to pull over again. He somewhat sorted it, stayed by the front, and then we slowly went back to our floating houses. So we thought the panic was over. And then the rest of the day we just, we had breakfast when we got back, we had pancakes, and then we packed up our stuff and got back on the next boat. We were all a bit like, ooh, because we were all a bit worried because obviously the first 2 things that happened that morning. And yeah, so we were fine. This was a different boat. We got about halfway between where we were staying and the pier. This national park is huge. So we got halfway. And then the engine slowly starts to get quieter and quieter, and then it stops. So we're just left floating and they can't fix it. We actually had to wave someone over with life jackets, like waving the life jackets in the air, trying to get their attention. They ended up coming over, they restarted the engine, and then we were off, and it was fine. We got back to the pier. I was still a bit on edge, but we made it back to the pier. And then we pretty much just, we had a small lunch and just came straight back home, and we've been chilling out. But honestly, that was the most incredible thing I've ever done. It was just insane. I would recommend it to anyone. Ignore the bits about the boat, that was accidental, that obviously won't happen. But oh my god, was it amazing. Anyway, that was our time in Khao Sok and Khao Sok National Park. See you in the next one. Peace.